I know that I don't need to tell you there's not much time left before the big day.
No, there's not. So if you haven't done your holiday decorating, then here's some really cool projects.
What we wanted to do is bring you some ideas that are clever and good looking, but you could make quickly.
And I actually went way back because I wanted to think of something that was really easy that I hadn't shown for a while. And so this project that I'm going to do, it actually came out of the Aleene's Big Book of Crafts. Now, you can no longer purchase this book, but if you have it, then you're very, very lucky, because it was an amazing amount of projects that were in it, two actual binders of it, and this particular one that I'm doing, the Angel of Light, came out of the Christmas selection, and it was in the first, it was card number 30, so you had to almost go through the whole process. But this is the one that it showed before, and then the angel that I made. And I just did it exactly how I did it from the Big Book of Crafts, because I just thought it would be fun to show something from the big book.
So shall we take a look at how you make this?
Okay. For this project, I'm using the Aleene's Collage Posh. It comes in glossy, matte, and sparkle. I think I'm going to use the sparkle today because I think it'll be fun to have a little bit of extra sparkle and shine. I'm also using the tulips beads in a bottle, and then you need a piece of plastic, and I'm using the shrink plastic in clear. First thing we need to do with the beads in the bottle is we need to take and put on a tape nozzle, because I want a finer line. So cut your tape, maybe a little bit more than 1/4 inch. You put it up on the nozzle and wrap it around. And come back down. Now, if you have a little bit of extra right here, we're going to cut that off. And we're going to cut a tiny bit off of here because it's pretty close. So we want it just to be just a thin line. I'm going to take my pattern, put it under my plastic, make sure that it fits the whole way. And by the way, this sheet of plastic is approximately 8.5 by 11. Always test your paint and shake it down, and then just begin to outline right on the plastic. And you don't have to be perfect on the pattern, just follow it just as a guide. And if you miss a little place here, you just go back and take that nozzle and go through it. So you outline the entire pattern, and this is what you have. Now remember to do this project, because we're going to put a candle or a tea light in between. You need two that are opposite, so remember to reverse your pattern for one of them. Then we take and we're going to turn it over. So this is the back. You need to let the paint dry completely. This is the back. You're going to take some white tissue and you're just going to squish it up. And pour some of your Aleene's Collage Posh on the back and just brush it. And you just want a thin coat, and you can see the little glitter speckles in there, which will make it lots of fun. I want to make sure I don't have any base. All the way to the end. And be sure you go over it a little bit, over the edge a little bit, because we're going to cut right on that line. Okay, take my tissue paper and just start to lay it down. And you still keep that wrinkle in it. That's what you want, is that wrinkle. And if you tear it a little bit, that's okay. We can put a little bit more of the Aleene's Collage Podge, and then just put some over it. So this is the front side, and this I want to show you. Look at all these beautiful wrinkles, and also you can start to see the glitter that's in the Aleene's Collage Podge sparkle. So I'm going to set this aside to dry, and then I'm going to show you how to cut it out. So now that my tissue is dry from the Aleene's Collage Podge, I can cut right along my paint, my dried paint. Look, as you can see the glitter too. Isn't that fun? So she's completely cut out. This is the back of her. And remember that we made two that are opposite. These actually could work out for all kinds of really cool things, even a top for a Christmas tree. Now I made this little present, and all I did was cut out some pieces of foam core, and I wrapped them with aluminum foil, put a little bow, and I'm going to take some tacky glue and glue it right into her hands. I want to just pick her up to show you what's going to happen when that dries. Is this is going to be a part like this, and this is where our little candle is going to go. So let's take a look at the photo, and you can see exactly what I mean by putting the little candle. And you really don't want to use a candle. Use one of those little battery operated ones that just flickers. They're really inexpensive and easy to use, and then you don't have to worry about the flame, the fire of the flame. But it shows you how cool this project is, just to sit up on a mantle and just flicker. Or again, if you didn't want to use it as a candle, like I said, you could probably use it as a top to a tree. Lots of fun.